Right now, someone with your exact skills is making an extra $500 this month, not from a second job, not from luck, from one decision to start. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how they did it. And how you can too. Most people think a side hustle means working yourself into the ground. They are wrong. A side hustle is not a second job. It is a second engine. And the right engine, built on the right skill, can run without you eventually. Here is what we cover today. Why side hustles are not optional anymore. They are survival. The 5 most reliable income models for beginners. How to identify the skill you already have that people will pay for. The launch framework, from zero to first payment in under 30 days. The mistakes that kill side hustles before they start. And the system for scaling from $500 to $5,000 a month. Stay until Chapter 6. That is where the math changes everything. Before we dive in, drop a comment, just one number. How much extra income would change your life right now? 300? 500? 1,000? Every answer shapes what I create next, and it takes you 5 seconds. Ready? Let us begin. Here is the uncomfortable truth. One income stream is fragile. One employer, one salary, one decision by someone above you, and everything stops. The world changed. Loyalty to one employer stopped guaranteeing security decades ago. The people who understand this build a second engine before they need it, not after. Inflation is real. Salaries are not keeping pace. The cost of rent, food, school fees, healthcare, all rising faster than the average wage increase. Side income is not a luxury. For millions of families, it is the difference between surviving and suffocating. Understanding this changes how seriously you take what I'm about to tell you. Here is what a side hustle actually does for you. It gives you options. When you have extra income, you negotiate differently at your main job. You take risks you could not take before. You say no to things that do not serve you. Money is not just money. Money is choices. And a side hustle is a choice machine. And here is the shift most people never make. They think of a side hustle as temporary, something they will do until their salary improves. The wealthy think differently. They build side income permanently. Because a side income that grows eventually becomes the main income. And the old main income becomes the bonus. There are 5 proven income models that beginners use to build their first $500 a month. Let me walk you through each one. You do not need all 5. You need to identify which one matches where you are right now and start there. Model 1, service for hire. You offer a skill. Someone pays for it. Writing, editing, graphic design, web building, social media management, video editing, translation, virtual assistants, data entry. If you can do something that someone else cannot or does not want to do, that is a service. Services are the fastest path to your first payment. No product, no inventory, no startup cost, just your skill and a customer. Model 2, digital products. You create something once. You sell it forever. An ebook, a template, a course, a guide, a set of design assets, a printable planner. The work happens at the beginning. Then the product sells while you sleep. This is the model that creates passive income, real passive income, not the fake version social media sells you. Model 3, content creation. This is the model that takes the longest to build, but creates the most leverage. A YouTube channel, a TikTok account, a newsletter, a podcast. You build an audience. That audience attracts sponsors, affiliate income, product sales, and platform revenue. The WealthWhisper model you are watching right now is exactly this. Content is not just a side hustle. For some, it becomes the empire. Model 4, reselling. You find products cheaper than the market price and sell them at market. Thrift stores, clearance sections, online marketplaces, estate sales. You are not creating anything. You are discovering value that others missed. A phone bought for $50 and resold for $120. A piece of furniture, a rare book, a limited clothing item. Reselling requires time but almost no skill to start. Model 5. Productized consulting. You package your expertise into a fixed deliverable. Not, I will consult you on anything, but I will audit your social media presence and give you a 20-point action plan for a fixed fee. Consultants who package their service earn more per hour and attract more clients than those who charge by the hour for undefined work. If you have experience in any professional area, this model earns the most per client. Here is where most people get stuck. They say, I do not have any skills worth paying for. I am going to challenge that directly. Every skill you use at your job, someone outside your job needs. Every problem you solve daily, that is a skill. Every tool you use fluently, that is a service. The question is not whether you have a skill. The question is whether you have seen it clearly. Here is the exercise. Write down 3 things. 1. What do people ask you for help with, at work, at home, in your community? 2. What do you do easily that others struggle with? 3. What software, process, or knowledge do you use at your job that small business owners probably need but cannot afford to hire full-time? The answers to those 3 questions are your starting skills. Do not wait until your skill is perfect. Done is better than perfect when it comes to starting. Your first client does not need the world's best version of you. They need a solution to their problem. Start with the skill you have today. Charge a fair price. Deliver real value. Improve as you go. Every expert you admire was once exactly where you are right now. Theory does not pay bills. So here is the exact framework. From nothing to your first paying client in 30 days. Not theory, not eventually. 30 days. If you execute each step, you will have earned money from your side hustle before this month ends. Week 1. Decision and setup. Choose your model. Choose your skill. Choose your price. Create a simple way to receive payment, mobile money, PayPal, bank transfer, whatever works in your location. Write a 1-sentence description of what you offer and who it is for. Example, I help small business owners create professional social media posts so they can focus on running their business. Simple, clear, specific. Week 2, your first 5 conversations. Not clients, conversations. Tell 5 people what you now offer. Friends, family, former colleagues, people in online groups relevant to your skill. Do not pitch hard. Just say, I have started offering this service. If you know anyone who needs it, I would appreciate the referral. Most of your first clients will come from your existing network, not strangers, people who already trust you. Week 3. Land the first client. Offer your first client a reduced rate or a free trial project with a testimonial as the payment. This is not charity. This is evidence collection. One genuine testimonial is worth more than 100 promises about how good you are. Do excellent work. Ask for a written review. That review becomes your most powerful marketing tool for every client after. Week 4, your first full-price client. With your testimonial in hand, return to your network. Share what you did. Share the result. Share what the client said. Then offer your service at full price. By week 4, you are not guessing anymore. You have proof, you have experience, and you have confidence. The second client is always easier than the first. The third is easier than the second. Momentum is real. Now the mistakes, they are predictable, they are common, and knowing them costs you nothing. Ignoring them will cost you everything you are trying to build. Mistake 1, waiting for the perfect idea. The perfect idea does not exist before you start. It exists because you started. Every great business evolved. None of them looked at launch the way they look today. Start with good enough. Evolve toward great. Mistake 2, pricing too low out of fear. Underpricing does not attract more clients. It attracts the wrong clients, the ones who do not value your work and will exhaust you for the least money. Price fairly. Price for the value you deliver, not for how uncomfortable you feel charging it. A client who pays a fair price treats your work seriously. A client who paid almost nothing treats it the same way. Mistake 3. Trying to do everything at once. One model, one skill, one offer, one platform. For the first 90 days, ruthlessly focus. Side hustles fail not because the idea was wrong, but because the person scattered their limited energy across too many ideas simultaneously. Pick one, go deep, earn, then expand. Breadth before depth is the fastest path to earning nothing. Mistake 4. Not treating it like a business. A side hustle that stays a hobby forever earns hobby money. Real business habits start immediately. Track every payment. Track every expense. Save a portion of every side income for tax and reinvestment. Respond to clients professionally. Meet your deadlines. A side hustle treated like a real business becomes one. One treated casually stays a side project. Mistake 5. Stopping when it gets hard. Every side hustle has a valley, a period where results are slow, where you question whether it is worth it, where you are doing the work but the reward feels distant. The people who build successful side hustles are not smarter. They are not luckier. They stayed in the valley. They kept doing the work. And eventually, the compound effect of consistent action created something that could not be stopped. This is the chapter that changes the math entirely. Once you are consistently earning $500 a month from your side hustle, everything I am about to say becomes available to you. And most people who never get here never hear this part. So stay with me. Before we close this chapter, the real gem hasn't even dropped yet. What comes next could completely change the way you see money, side hustles, and building wealth. In the next video, we're going deeper, smarter, and more practical. I'll show you the exact moves most people ignore until it's too late. So don't disappear into the internet jungle. Make sure you watch part 2 right after this, because that's where the puzzle finally connects. See you in the next video.